Alright, so Nightmare Teams, Basic Swarm, we are going to cover that. This is the affiliation order that I use. Necros are always going to be first, and the Fool is always going to be last. The healer, tank, and hounds can move around depending on what you need for what you need for the demons, for stats. But, so this is the very, very basic swarm that you can use in like all Nightmare Teams and some other things, but definitely Nightmare Teams. Alright, we start off by putting Fool down at 10 cost, and he is going to bait the alts. There were other ways to start swarms that aren't really relevant anymore because almost every single Nightmare team is going to have Kong. Alright, we got our tanks down. Now, at this point, I also don't think it's relevant this season, but in other maps with other placements, there was an issue where hats could hit your Fool with the bounce attack things. And so you might need to send a healer early in that case, but generally it's going to be heal, double necros, heal. So put one in back. Drop these guys right on top of each other. And then at 3 cost, we put another healer at the front tile. Now what we do here is we wait and we watch. We are going to be looking for hats to ult. So as soon as those skeletons get back far enough and trigger her, I can send some hounds. Like that. Otherwise, you would wait and probably send them both at 10, or there's other ways to do it, but if she ults, send some hounds, you should be good. Now, Nightmare Teams are a BP check, so there's a limit for every account. And I think I found mine when I set my own Nightmare Team. Now, I used the new healer, so if it's Lily or Karn, it doesn't really matter too much because it's not a kill strategy and they don't add anything besides keeping the heroes alive. So, but if it's the new healer lady, which I'm not going to try to say her name, she gives rage regen, so that's going to make it a bit more difficult. Also, if it's Lily, she's an epic, so it's going to drop the BP, so keep that in mind. Let's try this shit. I'm probably going to fail. But it'll still be pretty much the same attack regardless. Alright, now I'm pretty sure I'm not even going to get hats to ult here. Which, in that case, you can either send both hounds at once, or you can try staggering them If you think it's kind of like on the border, you can send one first, wait a beat, and then send another set, and hopefully get through. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Oh shit. Maybe. Go, you dirty little pieces of... Ah, damn. Wow. Yeah, that's dead. So, anyways, please, 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 please practice this attack until you are very, very, very comfortable and fluent with it. We should not, definitely not be losing attacks to nightmare teams. So, yeah, that's that.